So I got up this morning and had a look at the BOT website, as I normally would do on a Thursday morning, just to see what the new midweek car photograph was like. And there wasn't one. That's a bit weird, I thought. So I had a look at the lifestyle, and that wasn't there either. So what we do have this week is the dream car, and we now got the midweek lifestyle. So let's click on that. And it looks like they've amalgamated both the midweek car and the lifestyle into one thing. I'm assuming that's what they've done. We haven't had any form of communication to say about it, but that looks like what it is. So, looking at this, Dream Car credit you can use, which you never used to be able to use on the lifestyle before. Now you can. If you get the question right, you can win. You can win 15% of your dream car of what you spent back, and 50 runners up will also win £100 in dream car credit. That'll always come in handy. And it looks like it's based on the normal lifestyle competition where you just have to answer a question. So I assume this means they won't be having a team of judges meeting on a Thursday then, and Christian not turning up on a Friday. So let's have a look what they've got. So we've got the normal categories, but we've also got a car category as well. So they have put them all together by the look of it. So let's have a look at the watches. So they've got some expensive watches there, and a couple of them have got cash with them now as well, so plus 10 grand. I don't play for the watches, but that's always going to be handy. What I did used to play for, but I haven't done it for a while, and I'll tell you why, was I used to play for the Apple bundle, because I quite fancied some of the items there. I didn't need them, I just quite fancied the idea of them. But I knew that when it actually came to it, if I was lucky enough to win and they phoned me up and said, do you want the prize or do you want the cash? I would have ended up taking the cash anyway, so I sort of stopped playing for it. But now it's more viable option because it's the prize plus £10,000 in cash for 55 pence a ticket, so I'm all right with that. The holidays, that's a good idea, having 15 grand spending money with these holidays, because they're holidays of a lifetime, so you'd want a good chunk of money to go on there. So I agree with that, that makes sense. But they have limited them to just 12 items. They did with the watches as well. The bikes are the same. There's only 12 bikes now, whereas there was a hell of a lot of bikes before. And two of them, you may notice down there and one up there, I've got 10 grand cash with them as well. That's a good idea. People like cash with the prizes, and I think that's what will swing it. The cash, now you may remember the cash used to start at 5,000, then 10,000, then 15,000. Now it starts at 15,000 for 50p. Then you've got 17.5, 20, 25 grand. That'll be popular because a lot of people play for the 15 grand. Now here's the one big difference, is the cars on the end. Again, there's only 12 cars and there's 3 new ones. They've got Audi A3 Sportback, not the S3. This is a 1 litre one, which I like the look of. Kia Sportage GT line and the Dacia Duster. And I think that's a great idea because, I mean, you talk about dream cars, they don't necessarily have to be high performance cars. Your dream car is subjective. It's your dream. So I think that's a good idea. There is a flaw in this, though, for me. This is my problem. I really love the look of this Audi A3. If we take a closer look at it, it's a beautiful looking car. It looks like the S3. Stunning. In fact, the outside, even inside, even looks like an S3. 48 miles to the gallon. Plenty of torque, 200. It's only a 1 litre, so it's going to be cheap to run, economical, cheap to tax and insure. Fantastic. Low CO2, so you won't be driving down an avenue full of trees and looking in the rear view mirror and watching all dead squirrels falling out of the trees behind you because they're choking on the fumes. See, now I'd love this, but here's my problem. There's no cash prize with it, which would stop me going for it. It's all very well if you've got a chunk of money in the bank, which I haven't. So if it came to the choice that I won and they phoned me up and said, well, do you want the car or do you want £23,000 cash? I'm going to take the cash. But the point is, I'm going to take £23,000 cash for £1 a ticket, but if we look at the cash prizes, I can have 25,000, which is £2,000 more, for cheaper, 85 pence a ticket. So, as I know I'm going to take the cash, I just will go for the £25,000 prize in the first place. And I think that's going to swing it for a lot of people, because I think a lot of people like the cash. The problem is nowadays, new cars, you're looking at anywhere between 4 and 9 months before you can actually get it delivered from the day you order it. So if there's no cash with that car, you're not going to get any prize. You decide to take the car, you're not going to get anything for about 6 to 9 months. And people are just going to take the cash because they can do more with the cash. So what do I think of this? Well, personally, I like the look of it. My other issue is I used to play for... I've wanted a camper van for a few years, and I used to play for the dearest car I could see on the Midweek car game. Mainly because it was usually a Land Rover, and the cash version for that was 46,000, plus I would pay the extra for another 20,000. So 66,000, I could take the cash and then I could go out and buy a nice camper. The problem now is the value is a lot less. So if we look at the dearest car they've got on there, which is 120 a ticket, you can take 28,000 cash. Now it's almost 40 grand less than the price you could have had previously. So that's thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, really. But I think I like it. I think I like the way they've done an extra 10k with some of the prizes. I like the fact that they've bumped up the cash. This is what ruins the cars for me, is that there's no cash. I'd like the option to either pay a dearer ticket and have cash included, so it helps with tax and insurance, or maybe if you look at what they're charging for the cash prizes, so you've got say 15,000 there for 50p. So if they charge £1.50 for the Audi and had £15,000 cash included, or even give you the option to pay the extra 50p, I would definitely go for that. I would be buying tickets faster than the Red Bull Formula 1 team bought an FIA race director. That's how quick I'd be buying tickets. But in the meantime, I won't, because the cash alternative, which I know I'll take, is less than if I take buy a cheaper ticket and take the 25,000 cash price. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I mean, I like what they've done. They've cut it all back, made it a lot less messy. The prize value was a hell of a lot less, and there'll be one less judging every week, obviously, because this is just going to be done on a random thing. Actually, I'm going to buy a couple of tickets now. Let's have a look at the cash. Let's go for 25,000. Oh, I think there's an aeroplane going past. Let me pause this for a second. Oh, it's gone. Right, what's the question? Which of these is not a member of the royal family? What we got? Princess Anne, Peter Phillips, his son, Princess Beatrice, Prince Andrew the Nonce, Her Royal Highness the Queen, Her Royal Majesty, Jacob Rees-Mogg, MP, Princess Eugenie, Zara Phillips, who's Zara Tyndall now because she married Mike Phillips, Mike Tyndall, the rugby player, and Prince Edward. Well, Jacob Rees-Mogg is not, he's not royal, is he? Although he did marry Helena de Chair, who I think is the daughter or granddaughter of an earl. But that doesn't make him royal. So Jacob Rees-Mogg is not a member of the royal family. So we'll add that onto there. And we got a couple of tickets. This is what I like. I'm going to go for the Golf this week. Why am I going to go for the Golf? Because if we look at the dream car, it's a brand new Golf R, which the waiting list for that is about 6 to 9 months. But plus 108,000 in cash. Plus I'm going to pay the extra and have the extra 50. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for my brand new Golf R, I'll still have £158,000 in cash, or probably less than that, because by the time I spec it up a bit, I'll have spent a couple of grand of that as well. So I'll still end up with about 155 grand, and that's all worth it. And this is my problem with the midweek lifestyle one. is that there's no cash with the cars. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have to bring it in because people are going to want to have a little bit of extra cash with that. Anyway, let me know what you think of this new thing. Drop a comment in the section below. And we'll speak again tomorrow after tomorrow's results. Cheers, everyone.